where you Edomites were despised, all right? They cried after you as after a thief. The book of Job, chapter 30:1. It says, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to set with the dogs of my flock. Man, you have us in derision. Look at us. All right, we're at the bottom. You call us black, you call us Indian, you call us Latino. We don't even have a name of our own. All right, you say our culture is of no value, or what you say we have no culture. All right, you say a skin tone makes us less than you, when we're more superior than you because of our skin tone. All right. It says this. It says, yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. Right? For want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness. In former time, desolate and waste. During the dark ages, man, we showed you Edomites how to take baths. There's actually images, paintings of a so-called black maid washing a so-called white woman, man, because you devils didn't bath, man. And in fact, the book, the 13 tribes or tribe, which exposes you people, you Israelis, all right, plainly depicts that your people were filthy, man. You wore clothes till it disintegrated off you, man. You know, and you see that in a lot of these movies. The Quest for Fire is a good example, man. They're beasts. It says, for want and famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness. In former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. That was a common staple diet of the caveman. Caucasian, man, which means cave dweller. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Now we know these thieves are children of Cain, which currently would be the Edomites. All right? All right? Today you know the children of Cain is so-called white people, man. Let's go into that in the book of Genesis. Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Let's look at Genesis chapter 3. Oh, it's like it. Let me see here. No. 4. And let's go into verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. So this is really the first murder recorded, right? And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? So one, he lied to the Most High, all right, and he did kill him, and he was not sorrowful at all, man. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of the brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thine hand, man. And because Esau's in rulership, the whole earth is under a curse. All right, the earth doesn't perform as it used to. The food that it brought forth was so much more nutrient, full of nutrients. The water was cleaner. The air was cleaner. All right? The air was cleaner, man. All right? There was more peace amongst these nations. In fact, when the Babylonian ruled, all right, they ruled better, although they were heathens. They ruled better than these Edomites, man. The Medo-Persians ruled better, man. In fact, it's a spirit, man. We got 2 Babylonians coming up here, man. You know? But when the Greeks and the Romans took over, which are so-called white people, that's when the scriptures said that evils were multiplied in the earth. That's why you see a bunch of these homosexuals and trans and lesbians. What do you guys think about that, man? You got nothing to say, eh? He probably likes to bend backwards himself, man. It says, and now art thou cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thine hand. Now the thing about the Babylonians is they had homosexuals too. In fact, that's where the Edomites got it from, man. The Hamites, the Canaanites, right? And he said he's got nothing to say about that, showing you that, you know, they were off too, but really their kingdom was known as the head of gold, man. All right, which was a better kingdom than the Edomite kingdom, which is currently ruling now, man. It says, verse 11, now art thou cursed from the earth, which has opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thine hand, man. So when you consider this devil being under a curse, or he's cursed, you look at the things he's done on the earth, man. He's spraying chemtrails in the air. What's he trying to do? Destroy the land that he lives in? He's poisoning the water. All right, he's created GMOs. Now GMOs are taking over farmers' lands, taking over the natural way of planting and destroying the normal way, man. To the point where these farmers got no choice but to plant GMOs. Right? What's he trying to do now? He wants to alter people's DNA and immune system, all right, for this vaccine, man. You know, when the Most High gave us the immune system to fight disease, man. You remember the scriptures say, a pestilence, a famine and pestilence, thou shalt laugh, and thou shalt be at peace with the beasts of the field. Right? So, whatever pestilence is coming out here, man, we're not going to trust and be under the shadow of Egypt, man. We're going to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Let us fall in the hands of the Lord rather than the hands of men. It says, verse 12, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth, man. And what is a fugitive? One who commits a crime, man. That's why they cried after him as after a thief. In the book of Job, the 30th chapter, verse 5, it says, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. All right, so these Edomites, so-called white people, are thieves, man. Yeah, not sodomites here. It says, to dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in the caves of the earth, caveman, Caucasian. Caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed. Among the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools. Yea, they were children of base men. Alright, a fool, a base man. Alright, is what's in power right now, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. That is all why you men shall labor in the very fire, labor for very vanity, because they're foolish. The Lord already cursed them and said, when you till the earth, it shall not henceforth yield to thee your strength, man. So, are you going to override what the Lord said? Or you're not going to make it. You're going to lose in the end, man. Ultimately, that's what these so-called white people are going to end up doing, man. They're going to lose really bad, man. For what they've done to the earth, what they've done to all the other nations. All right, what they've done to the creatures of the earth, the whales, all right, the sharks, the dolphins, all right. Everything they've done, they've turned upside down, man, and under their power, under their rule. And we got a Gadite. You never know, man. He could be a Jake. All right, because we know a lot of the Irish and Scottish like to get with Gadite women. Right? So that's Esau, man. Let's go into the book of Psalms. Right? In fact, let me go and get the blessing of Esau, Edom, and equate it with the so-called white man. And as we read, man, the scripture said, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, man. In fact, let me get in the book of, this is in the book of Sirach. And let me hold the Ecclesiastes. This book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 11, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not excused speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, man. So they didn't just do it once, all right, where they enslaved you, then they began to think about erase you off the earth, all right, through Planned Parenthood, through the medical system. That's why Jake today, they don't trust Esau and this vaccine and the jab, you know, this jab that they got. It says, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not excused speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. It says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and as we know through the Spirit, the so-called white man is the son of perdition, which means the son of destruction and the man of sin. All right? Who's being revealed through the Spirit. It says, verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh, which feared before him. So it's going to be well with the men of the Lord. We're not going to worry about the pestilence, all right, about losing our job, because we trust in Yahweh Shemi Hashem. You know? The scriptures say, King David said he was once young, now he's old, yet never has he seen the righteous forsaken, nor his children begging bread, man. Meaning the servants of the Lord are going to eat. Come, let's go back to let's go back to the book of Psalms. In fact, I was holding this. Psalm 64:1. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Now, who is the enemy? We know Jacob and Esau were born together, and they were born for adversity. Right? For adversity. Right? Meaning that one is going to be against the other, man. The elder shall serve the younger ultimately. Right? And Jacob hated Esau, as the scriptures say, or Esau hated Jacob more so, and sought to kill him. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You know what? That's what they didn't finish. My bad. My bad, let me get that. Malachi. Let me just quickly jump to Malachi 1 and 3. It says, I hated Esau and laid his mountains heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. That's why I read Job 30. Because the Renaissance period means the rebirth. Because at one point in time, the Roman Empire, the old Roman Empire flourished. But they were overthrown before during the time of the new Holy Roman Empire under Constantine Septimius Severus in 233 AD. The Roman Empire was overthrown, man. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord power, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. You hear that? And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever, man. All right, so the caveman, all right, the Caucasian, all right, the non-melanated man, all right, is awaiting indignation from the Lord. Let's go back to Psalms. Now let's replace the wicked with the proper name, man. Psalms chapter 74 and 1. It says, hear my prayer, O power, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy, the Edomites. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, the Edomites, the so-called white man. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, man. All right, and you got people who are into the New World Order who know about it. All right, the council of what do you call it? What are these plans? Rex 84. Rex 84. The King Alfred plan. It's like I can't quite remember them all. But let's see if I can find it. Let's go here, Rex 84. There's the King Alfred plan, codename Rex 84. There's trying to find these. There's an Operation Cable Splice PDF. There's a lot, but I can't quite remember the one specifically. But that's the Secret Council. The Secret Council. When it's a secret, it's not a lot of people know about it. Man. You know why? Because it's so diabolical. Man. Right. So that's the plans of the wicked. One past plan or operation was the transferring of the Native Americans off their own land, which was what they had the residential school system. They had the relocating of Gad off their own land and into reservations. Indian Removal Act. There was also the Papal Bull, which was a secret document written that transferred the